Continuing our conversation on Veteran Stand-Up with Elizabeth O'Brien, CEO of Freedom Learning Group. Well, Liz, one of the things that is also important is government has a role in that. You know, if you have a license somewhere to work and you come to another state when you move, your family moves, and you can't go to work because you have to go back and be retrained, there are some things they can do. So what advice would you have for governors, legislatures thinking about making their state military spouse friendly?
I think it's so important for governors and everyone across different states to figure out a way. You want to be the go-to state when we're considering where we have to move and pick our next base and our next installation and our next location. What attracts me to that state? And over again, it is the states that are removing those barriers to employment, cutting down licensing, credentialing, creating reciprocity, finding ways to quickly move military spouses into the workforce pipeline because we have to move in 3 years. And so if I have to wait 6 months to get credentialed, then start my job search, I'm already down a year.
And I also thought there was an element of fairness. It seemed like these licensing roadblocks affected those at the lower end of the wage scale.
Yeah, it really does run the gamut, right? Do I forget how to build a bouquet of flowers when I move from New York to Fort Polk, Louisiana? No. But then I have to relicense and credential and pay more money for what I already know. And it does run the gamut from folks that are building floral bouquets, what a word, and then for folks that are nurses, teachers, lawyers, doctors. We are driving people out of the workforce. And it's not just military spouses, it's Americans at large.
Well, there's so many states. Are there states you would consider really good at this, best practices, and who are they and what are they doing?
Yeah, the state of Washington had made great strides. State of Arizona several years ago really eliminated, if you had a license in another state, you had a year to utilize that license and go straight to work in Arizona. So those are some that pop to mind. And I think about the state that I'm in right now, Virginia. I'd love to see our state step up and start creating solutions, allocating contracts to military spouse-owned small businesses, finding ways to put teachers to work more quickly when we're facing serious teacher shortages.
Okay, well, great. Final thoughts?
Yeah, I would welcome the opportunity to talk to any military spouse, CEO of companies. What we do at Freedom Learning Group is unbelievable. We've built out training hubs and pathways for military spouses to re-enter the workforce and be prepared at the end of the day to come and go straight to work and move into project-based work. They build their own hours. It's flexible. They can work 5 hours this week, 40 hours next week, but ultimately we're helping them advance on their career path. And there's nothing more important than empowering military spouses through economic opportunity.
Well, great. And thanks for being with us. So follow Liz on LinkedIn. You can follow Freedom Learning Group on LinkedIn as well as their website. Follow me on LinkedIn. Please share this with your buddies.